Awesome, awesome. It's a privilege to be with the world's best sales trainer, actually. So, Andy, currently right now, you have a program that's running over 400,000 sales reps,
over
right?
500,000 sales
500.
reps.
Wow, that's actually improved right since then. So I actually met Andy in Vegas last year, April. It was the close of school. It was a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere. It was the first time actually meeting him in person. And for the first time, I actually saw like your team up on stage, just crushing it. You got up on stage and you crushed it. However, this Andy Elliot started somewhere. Can you give us a brief introduction of Andy Elliot and who you are and how this became about as well?
So you want me to start someone since I was young, or
Yes,
since I started my business?
Since you were young.
Yeah, okay. Well, so my mom left when I was 2, 5 brothers and sisters, Jerry Springer shit show. Just in case anybody know who I am, not qualified to have a great life, right? I was a loser. Anyways, a lot of people would call this a victim story. I think it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I always say what people don't get when they're a kid, they crave as an adult. And I didn't get a lot of love as a kid, so I wanted it as an adult. I didn't have any money as a kid and I was poor, so I wanted it as an adult. All I wanted my whole life was an opportunity to find my way out. And at 18 years old, I found sales. And at sales, I made 125 grand at 18, I made 225 at 19, and I made 500 grand by the time I was 20 years old. At 22, I was making 800 grand. I learned how to make money very quickly by recreating myself, learning how to speak, learning how to talk, learning how to influence, learning how to persuade. And then anyways, I became a leader. By the way, anybody watching this, if you'll get great at sales and you'll get great at leadership, you can get rich. Okay, just so you know, like, you don't need a degree, and I want you to get your degrees and I want you to get all that stuff, but there's a good chance even if you get one, you still won't use it. Okay, sales and leadership will make you rich. So I was good at sales, and then I moved up into a leader. And then that was kind of where the challenging part got. Is I had 20 sales guys, and I couldn't seem to get any of the 20 sales guys that I had better than I was when I sold. So that was a challenge, and I thought, well, how am I going to make these guys great? Now I'm not getting paid off my own production. Now I'm paid off everybody's production. So I had to go to training. So once I started going to training and I started teaching my guys word tracks, how to speak, how to talk, how to articulate their words, I started teaching them how to present numbers on a piece of paper or on a screen. The way you present it, the way you deliver it is the way the client perceives it. I started going over all these things that helped me become successful as a salesperson. And once I taught them this, their numbers increased. And I learned that repetition was the mother of skill. So if I wanted them to have a lot of skill, I had to make them train daily. Now, I do want to tell you guys something. My sales team didn't like training daily. I actually didn't like training daily when I was a salesperson. But I learned the value in training. The more I trained, the more I learned, the more I earned. So every day, no matter what, because I was a good leader and I was disciplined, and only great leaders are disciplined, okay? I made my team train every day. As uncomfortable it was, as much as they complained, no matter how much they bitched, I didn't care. I trained them every day. And in due time, I was breaking every record with my team, and I had a lot of them outperforming me from when I was selling. So sales and leadership will get you rich. I decided to start my own business one day. I want to tell you guys, it's not for everybody. I'll tell you, being an entrepreneur is a very special thing. 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 millionaires work for someone else. I would recommend finding a great company, find a great leader, find a great organization, and go be their top performer in it, and go be a great leader. You don't get sued, you don't get risk, you don't have to front all the money. Like, there's so many upsides to being a kick butt entrepreneur. Now I decided to be an entrepreneur, which is the Elliot Group, which is what you see today.
And that started 2019, right? Just before
2019,
COVID.
yeah. And so I'm going to bring you up to speed. I started, and I had to sell everything on my own, had to create everything on my own, had to do all my own social media, had to create. It's just like I was doing all this stuff, and I was stretched a million different ways. And then I realized that no matter how good I was at what I did, an individual can be beat, but a team can't be beat.
Love that.
So I realized that no matter how good I was, if I wanted to be really great, I would need again to do what I did when I was younger.
100%.
Which would be to get a team and then create this team to be better than me. Hey guys, I would love to personally invite you to come train out with me. I'm going to be coached by my coach, Tony Robbins and Dean Graciosi, June 13th, 14th, and 15th, right here in Scottsdale, Arizona.